Hi guys, this is Karen. Welcome to another video, another stash shopping. I'm going to shop my stash and then we'll create a look together. Now initially I thought to divide it into two separate videos, one just the shopping part and the other just the application, because I don't want it to be too long. But I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Please let me know what you think. Write something in the comment section down below. Do you think I should separate them to two separate videos? One just the stash shopping, one the application, or like this in one video? And before we start the stash shopping, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. With that said, let's go shopping in my stash. Today I'm going to start from the bottom, because we always start from the top and by the time I get to the bottom the video is too long. So let's start at the bottom. Here I have three drawers full of eyeshadows. And this is the last drawer. I have my Sigma, New Mod, Cindy Grace, Natasha Denona, more Cindy Grace, Kaleidos, Uden's Eye, Natasha Denona. This is, I forgot the name of the, this is from Cosmic Brushes, this one and this one together. Unique Beauty, Beauty Bay, not more, Colourpop. That's it. Oh, and I have mini Natasha Denona. I have Kiko Milani, My Elf, and Wet n Wild here. And this is in this drawer. This one is the second drawer of eyeshadows. Look how many eyeshadows I have. Here I have BH Cosmetics, these. And here I have Uden's Eye and Kaleidos and Sigma, Uden's Eye, Juvia's Place. This is Cindy Grace, Focallure, and back here I have more Juvia's Place and Beauty Bay and BH Cosmetics. So this is the second drawer, and the third drawer is mainly Colourpop. Mainly, yeah, or only Colourpop. I think only Colourpop. I don't, yeah, mainly, because I have here a few palettes like my BH Cosmetics and Revolution that are here, but other than that everything else is Colourpop. I don't know, let's go purple. Even though I have a blue shirt, I don't feel like blue. I feel like purple, but I have these from Colourpop. All of these. It's My Pleasure, Orchid You Not, Lilac You a Lot, and the new one in my collection, All Empathy. Let's take them all and see what can we do. Okay, that was eyeshadow palettes. Now lipsticks. Now if I'm doing a purple look, okay, purple look. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm doing a purple look. I need something brown. I don't have a lot of brown in my collection, really. Seriously, I don't have a lot of brown. I think my browns are from Juvia's Place. This is not a brown. Oh, this one is a brown from Juvia's Place. Let's take this one. And this Juvia's Place is also a dark brown. Okay, let's take the browns. And let's also take some kind of lip oil. Let's take this from Colourpop, lip oil in the shade Local Time, my first ever lip oil from Colourpop, still alive. Okay, these were lips, and now bronzers. Look how many bronzers I have. I think I have too much. I have two or three. There is another one here from Physician Formula. 3, this one and this one. I have 2 from Soul Body and Ofra and BH Cosmetics and Iconic London and Nabla and Wet n Wild and Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I even have Benefit and Milk Makeup. Tons. And Juvia's Place is here. And I have here the new from Colourpop, the Super Shot Bronzer, and Kylie Cosmetics, and another one from Colourpop. And I have face palettes. Too much, I don't know which one to choose. Let's choose. Oh, and I also have this one from NARS. This one is Laguna. Let's take NARS Laguna. Haven't used that one for ages. And look what happened to it from being in a drawer. Weird. Okay, let's go to blushes and highlighters. Now these are all blushes here. And these are highlighters. I have here my Dior, my Nabla, my Tarte, my Colourpop, Wet n Wild. You know what? Let's take Dior. I haven't used that one forever. Blushes. I have also a blush from Dior. But let's take a blush from Milani. Oh, this one, the tiny one. This is from Milani. This is so cute. I have tons and tons of blushes. So hard to pick. Okay, so we have this. Next up, here I have my powders, my eyeshadow bases, and other eye products, brows. That's it. This is what I have in this drawer. Let's take eyeshadow base first. Let's take Kaleidos. This is the Tone Activator Eye Primer by Kaleidos. I have this one, as I said, assortment of eye products. This one from Danessa Myricks. This one has so many glitters. I used it one day for work. It was too much even for me. Okay, powders. Let's take Hourglass. This is nice. Yeah, but you know what? I used it recently. Okay, so no, let's take something I haven't used for a while. Let's take Nikia Joy Cosmetics, the Velvet Finishing Powder. I haven't used that one for a long time. Let's use that. For brows, let's take this Essence ones. Brow Styling Soap Set. And if we'll need something, I don't know, some kind of pencil, I have this one from e.l.f. This is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. Can we see something, please? No, we can't. Zoom. Yeah, here. Okay. And base. I took a base, I took a powder, and I took for the brows. And the last drawer, what we usually start with, we have mascaras here, concealers, and for a person who rarely uses concealer, I have too many, as you can see. Let's use this one from Catrice. This one, I don't think I used the True Skin. Not sure I used this one. Maybe it's new. Let's see. And if we're using Catrice concealer, yes, let's use Catrice foundation, True Skin. This one is in the shade 003 Natural Sand. Can we zoom in, please? Yeah, we did it. We zoomed in. Yeah. Oh, and the concealer shade was... Where's the shade of the concealer? Oh, here. This is 020 Warm Beige. I don't know if it will zoom in. No, it doesn't want to zoom in. Like this. Maybe. Yep, okay. Last but not least, oh no, we have two more products. We have primers. Let's take the e.l.f. one. Haven't used that one for a while. This is the Poreless Putty Primer. And last but not least, mascara. Now I want to use which one I want to use. Which one? Let's take the Tarte Man Eater. It's a mini. Okay, this is it. This is everything we chose, and we just need a lip liner. We have here lip liners. Let's take the brown one. It's this Colourpop in the shade BFF3. Okay, I have more lipsticks here, and setting spray. Let's take this one from Gerard Cosmetics. Slay All Day. This is in Cucumber. Yep. Okay. This is everything we have. Let's get started. I'm back. Let's start creating something. And of course, we're going to start with a primer. And I'm using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I have lots of pores here and here in my cheeks and my chin. Gazillion pores. Humongous ones. And I'm just taking... and I'm trying to close the pores as much as possible, so I am rubbing it in. I already have my skincare and sunscreen. I am sitting next to a window, so I have to have sunscreen. And on my chin. How is it with the sunscreen? Okay. It is mixing okay with the sunscreen. Yep, pretty much. So we primed. Let's use our foundation, but before foundation, concealer. This is by Catrice. This is how the wand looks like. I don't know, I haven't tried this one. I don't think I ever tried it, or maybe I tried it when I bought it. Oh, this shade is a bit dark. I am just using this one to cover my dark spots. I usually don't use concealer under my eyes unless I have to. So I'm just adding the concealer where I have places on my skin that I want to conceal. Conceal. Yep. Taking my damp sponge and just tapping it in. And after we did that, this is nice coverage, but it's not enough because I want to have more coverage. And I'm taking my foundation. As I said, this is in 03. I think it's number 30. Same sponge. I just took a pump on the back of my hand and I'm spreading it. And if I'll need, I'll add more. I still have more. I have a lot of product here. This one is a thick foundation, and you don't need more than a pump. Sometimes even half a pump is enough. Sometimes I take half a pump and then only if I need more I'll add another half. Sometimes half is enough. Half a pump sometimes is enough. Depends on the coverage that I'm looking for. If I want high coverage, then I need more than half a pump. I'm just taking the leftovers and adding a tiny bit more It is buildable. This foundation is buildable. It's a very nice foundation. I love using it. It's Catrice. It's a drugstore. Affordable. Nice. And the shade match. Perfect. This is where you look if the foundation is okay. Here. Between your jawline and your neck. So I'm just going a bit to the neck, tiny bit with the leftovers, and we have a full face. Oh, now I see that my Ofra primer was out here and I didn't show it to you, but I used, as I showed you, I used the e.l.f. one. Okay, let's put the setting spray aside, and we just need a powder. This is the Nikia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. I have, I think, half, if you can see that, I don't know, half empty, half full. At the beginning, when I opened it, it had a very great, yummy vanilla scent. Well, I have it for a long time, so the scent kind of disappeared. It doesn't have a scent anymore, but it doesn't mean that it's not a great powder, because it is. So I'm just tapping off the excess, taking from the lid, and I'm tapping off the excess because I don't want to have a lot of powder. Leftovers to my forehead. If you have super dry skin, I do recommend skipping the powder. I have mixed skin and I do feel like I need a powder, but you don't have to. If you don't feel like you need, don't use it. Let's bronze. What did I choose for bronzer? What did we choose for? Oh, the NARS. Yeah. So this is NARS Laguna. It's a mini. I think I got it once in an ASOS box, I think. I think it's very nice. Well, it is. I mean, NARS Laguna. It's like an institution, right? It's a brand of its own, NARS Laguna. Like the blush NARS Orgasm. It's something that, you know, will be here forever. I remember when I was young, my mom always used Rimmel, but she used Rimmel as a mascara, and she didn't say mascara, she said Rimmel, because Rimmel had such a great mascara back then. When she was young, was, I don't know, 50 years ago. So yeah, Rimmel was a kind of mascara, and you said Rimmel, you said mascara. Isn't that weird? Yeah, so NARS Orgasm and NARS Laguna are a brand of them all, of their own, in my opinion. Of course, there are some, of course, that will disagree with me, but this is my opinion. Okay, so we bronzed. We are now in a Laguna. Such a pretty shade. This was NARS Laguna, and for bronzer, which one did I take? Which bronzer did I take? Bronzer. Blush. Which blush did I choose? I don't see a blush here. We didn't choose a blush. Hey, come on. We choose the Milani. It's so small. It's a mini. I love minis. If you know me, you know me. This is the 901 Luminoso Baked Powder Blush. And this is a mini, and I love minis. I think minis are the best way to know if you like a product. But you know, I have this for a long time. I've been using it on and off, and still, I don't need a big one. I can just use this one. So this is a great blush. this one also is a staple. The Milani Luminoso. Luminoso sounds like a spell at Harry Potter. If you saw Harry Potter, you know. It just sounds like it. Okay, great blush. I really enjoy using it. Now for luminosity, we have this one from Dior. This is Forever Contour Luminizer in the shade 05. And I have to say that I picked the wrong shade, and I bought it in store and I swatched all shades, and I don't know why I went with this one. It's too pinky in my likings, but that happens sometimes. Where's my blush brush? Let's take this one, fan brush. So even in store we can get wrong, but look at that. It's more like this shade is more like a blush highlighter, so I can use this one instead of a blush, and it will blush and highlight all at once. But great product, great quality. I chose the wrong shade, but it looks like metal. I have metal on my face, and when I'm looking at the camera it looks weird, isn't it? Let's just tap it with my sponge so it won't look weird on camera. But I think it's a great. I had better. I mean, Wet n Wild, which is affordable, is definitely better than this one. You don't really need it. I don't know why I bought it. I got excited. I don't know. I don't really need it. I have better ones. It's okay. I love it. I love using it. But as you saw, it's too much. It's too much. It gives you too much luminosity, in my opinion. Of course, you can disagree. That's okay. We're friends. And let's do brows. Let's just do brows. And then for brows I took two products. One is from Essence. This is the brow styling soap set, and I took from e.l.f. the ultra precise brow pencil. This one is in the shade, whoa, this is so small, tiny, no way. Some kind of a brown, I guess. So I'm going to use the pencil first, but look at that, this is so tiny. It is very tiny, ultra tiny. If you want to paint individual hairs, this is perfect, because it is ultra thin. This is, I think, medium brown or taupe. I'm not really sure, I can't see. This is so tiny. I usually don't invest a lot of time on my brows. Now this set is cute. There's a mirror and you have a spoolie and the soap. So what you have to do is wet the spoolie. I'm taking my setting spray, and while we're at it, this one has a very nice scent, but I do prefer the e.l.f. It has a better pump than this one. So I wet this little spoolie and I'm just taking from the soap and just styling my brows. Now this one is not as strong as the Anastasia, so if you want something strong that will glue your eyebrows, this is not it. This just gives you a tiny bit of glue power, I guess, but not in the intensity of the Anastasia one. The Anastasia one, it didn't break, lucky for me. Now we have lips and lips and eyes, but let's do lips first. So I took two shades of Juvia's Place, and I took by Colourpop BFF3, which is a brown. And I'm just lining my lips. It's so hard to talk and line your lips. So let's just do that. So I line my lips with this, and now I have two shades of Juvia's Place. I really enjoy these lipsticks from Juvia's Place. They are called something really small. I have two shades, as I said, of Juvia's Place. I have Toffee and Me. These are the shade names. Let's just swatch them. So this one is Toffee. This is Toffee, which is a dark brown. And Me, oh, Me is not a brown. It's mauvey. It looks brown here, but it's a mauvey shade. So I wanted a brown, so we'll go with Toffee. And just applying it. As you can see, it's the same shade as the lip liner. And the lip liner is Colourpop. They look like a match made in heaven. And if I want something a bit more glossy, because I have my lip oil by Colourpop in Local Time. As I said, this is the first one I ever bought and fall in love with. It just gives me a bit of a sheen. It usually doesn't really matter what shade you buy. They are sheer and give just a bit of a glow. Look at that. Now I could definitely finish the look here. But I do have 4 eyeshadow palettes by Colourpop. Ooh, the All Empathy Fethizist is a bit bigger than all the other ones. These, I don't know, you can see that it's bigger. You can see maybe like this. Yeah, it's a bit bigger. Let's just open them and get reminded. This is It's My Pleasure. This one is a plastic packaging. This is how it looks like. Very cute. And it has a very beautiful shades. So that was It's My Pleasure. Now we have Lilac You a Lot. I love keeping the packages. I don't know why. Okay, Lilac You a Lot, also plastic packaging. This is it. These are this is how they look like together. And then I have Orchid You Not, which is also plastic packaging. Orchid You a Lot. This is how it looks like. Well, I think it's more berry than purple. Yep, definitely more berry, so let's put that aside. We don't want berry, we want purple. Just looks, I forgot, haven't used that for a while, forgot it was berry. But All Empathies, which looks like this, which is a cardboard and no mirror, is definitely purple. So we have these 3 here. Okay, can I show them together? Maybe this one in this hand and this one at that hand. This is how they look like together. So let's pick a shade of each one and just create a look. I mean, why not, right? If they're already here, outside, let's start with Lilac You a Lot and take the shade Zoned Out, which is this lilac-y shade here, on a fluffy brush. I just cleaned my brushes. Where are the clean brushes? This one is not clean. Oh no, this is not clean either. Here we are. This one is clean, and I'm taking Zoned Out, and this one has a mirror. And a big one. Oh, I didn't prime. I got so caught up with the palettes, I forgot to prime. Why didn't you say something? Or maybe you did. You shouted to the screen. Hey, you didn't put eyeshadow primer. I usually do that. Shout to the screen when I'm watching YouTube videos. Okay, this is how it looks like. It's in the packaging because it's a bit leaking. It's very runny. And a little goes a long way with this one. So I just need a tiny bit, and I usually take from the leftovers. Look how much coverage I get, and I really took a tiny bit, but because it's so runny, I am keeping it in its package. It's a very beautiful package. I mean, look at that. This is gorgeous. So I get rid of it. Now we can go back to Lilac You a Lot. It's a great palette. I think one of my first from Colourpop, Zoned Out. If I'm not mistaken, I bought this one first, and then It's a Pleasure. Oh, look what I did. Oh, it's so hot. I'm sweating. I hope you can't see that in the camera, but I am so hot. I don't know why I didn't turn on the AC. I should have. I mean, it's October, come on. Autumn, please come. It doesn't feel like autumn. It feels like middle of the summer. So annoying. Should be autumn. I should be wearing long sleeves and be cold. But no. No, nature has its other plans. So I'm just adding from Lilac You a Lot this beautiful light lilac-y shade. That was Lilac You a Lot. And now let's take It's My Pleasure. Which shade? I want something dark. Let's go with Chiclet. This one here, dark as dark be. Let's take a Sigma E25. No, I don't think it's not firm enough. Let's try. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's a really great brush. I just cleaned it, so it was here. I usually don't wear it. I use it. I don't know why. Really great brush. Okay, that's a great shade and great quality by Colourpop. I wonder if they still sell these 9 pens or they're out of circulation because they are a bit old. I think they are from 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So that was It's My Pleasure, and now let's go to All Empathies. And let's pick. I want a shimmer. I have 3 options or 4 options. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's swatch them. Not on this hand, let's swatch on this hand. So I'm going to start with Brilliant. So this is Brilliant. Iridescent white, and then High Grade. Looks like a pink. Let's see. Yeah, it is a pink. Then we have Sunbird, which is a light lilac-y purple. And then we have what looks blue, but it's not really, Amulet here. It looks blue. Look, you can see it's blue, and you see here the purple. and on my finger you can see it's a purple. I'll put it here next to the iridescent white. And you can see it's a purple, but it's too dark for the look I'm going for. So I'm going to start with this one and then add the iridescent white. So first, Sunbird with my index finger, and I'm just adding it to the middle of the lid. So I'm going to pick 2 shades from this palette. Even though it's 9 pans, they are bigger than the others that I showed you. It's My Pleasure, Lilac You a Lot, or even Orchard You Not. This is definitely, so I'm going to do with the axis on my finger. Always forget to bring something to clean it. Okay, this is what we do, we swatch it. And then Brilliant. Now Brilliant, I'm wondering, let's take with the pinky, yeah, instead of a brush. Look at that. So I'm just taking with my pinky and tapping it at the middle. Why middle? The inner corner. And I'm taking the other pinky to apply here on this side. I think maybe we'll do it a brush. And I'll take a brush and spray it. Maybe that will look better, because I don't get that oomph that I was looking for. Okay, so let's take a small brush and pray that it's clean, because I'm not sure. Yeah, this one is clean. And I'm going to take from Brilliant. So I took on the brush and now I'm spraying it with my sprayer. And now let's go near the camera, or the mirror, more like it. I don't know. It swatched great. Oh god, no, that wasn't a good idea. It's burning in my eyes now. Whew, from the setting spray. No, wasn't a good idea. Definitely to spray it. Oh god, why did I think? Oh god, now. Yeah. I ruined it. Never mind. It's a nice shade, it swatched beautifully, but it didn't apply very well, even with wet brush. It stings a bit. Let's go back to the pinky. Let's see if we can save it. So this spray is not good to spray your brushes with, by the way. As you can see, I usually use the e.l.f. one or another one like MAC. No. I think it's, I usually don't spray my brushes, but if I do, I use my MAC, what is it called? Fix spray, fix something. No, I'm sorry about the eye. It stings, especially in this eye. Okay, we can do it. Now let's do mascara. And no, I have to do something in the lower lash line. Do I have a purple pencil? Yeah, I do. Let's take a purple pencil. This is from LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Vivid. So let's just use this one instead of using something else. Oh, great! Wonderful! So much fallout. And look under my eyes. So much fallout. Oh my god. I hate when that happens. So I'm just adding it to the lower lash line. Let's clean the fallout later. So one eye with, one eye without, definitely with. I feel like that when I'm doing intense look and not wearing color under my eye, it looks weird and it looks unfinished, and this is not the look we're going for. So let's add the pencil to the box. Now we need to take, why am I whispering? Now I'm taking my bronzer brush. Okay, here we have a big one. Okay, I just smashed it with my finger. What are we going to do with this hair? Okay, now we need mascara. Last but not least, Man Eater. Where are you? Here we are. Man Eater by Tarte. This is a mini. I love minis. We can establish here for sure that I love minis. So let's just apply a thin coat of mascara to the upper lashes. It's a cute mascara, but that's it. It's easy to remove. It elongates, but it doesn't give volume. If you're looking for volume, this is not the mascara you want. I feel like it gives me, you know, it colors my lashes black, give an illusion of longer lashes, but that's it. If I'll buy it again, no. I have others that I like most, but I do like the fact that it's so easy to remove. Wow, I am so warm. Yeah, and I'm losing the battery. Okay, and this video is getting too long. Okay, now after I fanned, and we did spray, right? Yeah, we did spray. That's it. This is the final look. What do you think? Stop shop stashing. Stash shopping. What did I say? I said something else, right? Stash shopping. I love shopping my stash. And in that way I'm kind of reminded of how many products I have. And if there's something I need to restock, now I know what I need to restock. And that's nothing. There's nothing that I'm missing and I need to restock. But of course, sometimes I buy more makeup even though I don't need it. But I'm trying to minimize it. Okay, that's it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Well, the battery died. So let's conclude again. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Enjoy my family here on YouTube, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.